So, Fortnite is a pretty popular game, being the first big Battle Royale style multiplayer shooter to come to consoles, and not just PC. There's lots of stuff to find in this game, and not everything is immediately obvious when you're first starting out. Any game with a large map can be a little bit overwhelming at first, and even when you think you've seen everything it has to offer, chances are there's a few minor details you might have missed or just don't know about. So let's go over a few things in Fortnite that you might have missed, shall we? Hey guys, ArcadeCloud here, and today we're counting down 7 things you didn't know about Fortnite. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with some friends. It's free. At number 7, we have the lone ice cream truck sitting parked in the upper right corner of the map. Just above Wailing Woods, this truck is not only a great source of metal when you break it down, but there's a gold chest right next to it. Since it's away from the bigger cities, this is a great starting place if you want to stand a chance surviving and you're new. There's also a lot of small hiding places nearby, so if you want to lay low with a weapon and wait until you have to move because of the storm, it's a good spot. Or if you want to break all of the small shacks down, you've got a lot of wood to use when building. Alright, at number 6, we've got a pretty neat Easter egg. There's a stack of cars that's slightly southwest of Lonely Lodge and very close to Retail Row. This stack of cars isn't any old stack, however. It's arranged to look like a transformer. Just missed it. Sorry, I'm fairly new to this game. Pardon me. So now that we're up here, there's actually a gold chest too. Since it's so close to Retail Row and requires getting on top of it via skydiving or via building, this is a great spawn point. You can grab the chest here and then loot Retail Row and find a hiding place there. And I died. Can you blame me? I mean, I'm not the best at third-person shooters, sorry everybody. Okay, moving on to number 5, we have another cool Easter egg. Do you ever wonder where the battle bus goes after it's done dropping everybody off? Well, it lands on this hill right here. It's on the inside of the middle curve in this river between Greasy Grove and Salty Springs. However, I wasn't able to survive long here because the spot is a triple gold spawn, so people often come here to fight to the death. So here's a better look at it. I traveled back to the spot during another game, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of funny that it's always here, even if you jump straight down from the bus. Like, how did it get here? I didn't see it crash. Can you imagine how much it would cost to replace a floating bus every time a game started? That can't be a good investment. Still though, the loot you can grab here is top-notch, so if you want to take a 50-50 chance of dying, but want a good chance of surviving after that point, pick this spot to land. And at number 4, we have a tunnel that has a secret double gold chest room. The tunnel is located just slightly southwest of Tomato Town, so it's a great place to start out as you have access to even more loot in town. Once you land, there's a wall right next to this brown car here, and if you break it down, you'll get access to the secret room. Super useful to know, and a lot of people actually don't know about this spot. There's a lot of smaller loot pickups scattered around this area typically also, so that's a bonus if you want to pick up any ammo or bandages. Just be warned, Tomato Town is a fairly popular drop-off spot as it's a labeled part of the map, so expect to be under fire if you choose to go loot that area afterwards. Moving on to number 3, we've got another double chest spot that's hidden during normal play. Head to the big red barn in the small town between Retail Row and Lonely Lodge when you jump out of the bus and land on the roof. Once there, go ahead and break through, and you should be greeted with a golden loot chest on both sides of the attic. Then you can break down into the basement of the barn and farm the vehicles there for some metal. This is also a great spot as it's pretty close to 2 different labeled map points, so there's options when deciding where to go next. Don't forget to loot the rest of the small town for some extra ammo though, because it's everywhere in there. At number 2, we have the Tree of Life. This one is located on top of this fairly tall mountain between Greasy Grove and Salty Springs. It's a big tree, so you really can't miss it. Once you land, go ahead and loot both gold chests here, as well as break down the tree. You'll have plenty of wood for the rest of the game this way. Oh, and since the tree is really up high, if you manage to pull a sniper rifle from the loot boxes, this spawn can become a great sniping spot. Higher ground is important in games like this, so it's important to consider your options once you figure out what weapons were in the chests. If you didn't manage to get a gun with a scope, it's no worries, because you can just slide down the mountain pretty easily and move on to your next spot, which actually could be this 3rd gold chest under a bridge that's fairly close to this mountain. So if you're looking for a triple gold spawn that's near the middle of the map, this could be a good pick for you. And finally at number 1, we have the truck stop. It's located near the very bottom right of the map between Misty Mire and Fatal Fields. While it isn't actually a truck stop, it's called that for a reason. It's just a big pile of trucks. But actually up to 4 golden chests can be found here depending on your luck, making it a great loot haul that can increase your chances of surviving pretty well. There's also lots of metal here because of all of the trucks. So lots of resources and firepower to be had here in this fairly out-of-the-way spot, making it a great starting point for any game, especially if the bus isn't flying directly overhead, meaning you're pretty much going to be alone out there. Not a whole lot of people bother to fly that far. And there you have it, those are 7 things you didn't know about Fortnite. Go forth into battle knowing you're a little better equipped now, no matter where you're landing. Did we miss something? What are your favorite secret loot chests? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more great videos from ArcadeCloud on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Take care and game on.